Surprise findings helped save officer's job. By Carlos Galarza VEVE. Staff writer. Punta Gorda. Although city and police officials came under intense pressure from the public to terminate Officer Lee Coel earlier this summer after the officer's K9 mauled a suspect, Punta Gorda Police Chief Tom Lewis said this week a technicality kept Coel from getting fired. Having brought in a K9 expert who found that Coel did not violate procedures, it potentially could have opened the door to litigation if the officer was terminated, Lewis said. Emails obtained by the Sun this week through a public records request show that the dog-biting incident created a public relations nightmare for city officials in June when the video went viral on social media. The officer already had 2 complaints when he was on Miramar Police Department of excessive force, one Punta Gorda resident said in an email to city officials that reached Mayor Rachel Kisling and City Manager Howard Koenig. Coel obviously has use of force issues. I do hope he was disciplined on this matter. He should be fired. Coel is currently on paid administrative leave as the officer who pulled the trigger during a role-playing training demonstration that killed 73-year-old Mary Knowlton. The demonstration was part of a 2-hour presentation organized for the benefit of Punta Gorda Chamber of Commerce members August 9. Another Punta Gorda resident emailed city council members June 12 to voice her misgivings about Coel's role in the dog-biting incident. Officer Coel directs his K9 to attack a man on a bicycle who was stopped for no headlight, the resident writes. The dog bites the man for close to 8 minutes without the officer calling him off. At the end, the man is bleeding heavily and an ambulance is called. The officer has no remorse and praises the dog. It is quite disturbing. I'm not sure what council can do about it, but I think you need to know what is going on. Some emails express support for police in the wake of the video. Dear Chief, tough situation, but I want you to know I support you, your staff and fine officers that protect our great city every day, a resident wrote. Another resident commented that the suspect had it coming. Obey commands, respect the police and you will be, at worst, arrested to have your day in court, the resident wrote. Resist and reap the consequences. How many times must an officer ask you to comply with his instructions? During an exclusive interview with The Sun this week, Lewis explained why he ultimately decided not to fire Coel. When the mauling happened in October, prior to the video surfacing 2 months ago, Lewis said his department opened an internal affairs investigation into the matter. At that point, Lewis decided to bring in an expert in the field of K9 training and procedures. We contracted with him, didn't tell him anything about how we wanted the investigation to go, Lewis said. All we did was give him the data and say we would like your expert opinion. We got back what we got back and we made our internal affairs decisions on that expert report. There was no championing one way or the other. From an internal affairs perspective, from an employment perspective, we had an expert tell us Coel didn't violate state law or violate our policies. Jeffrey T. Barrett, the K9 expert, has not returned calls for comment. Coel has also been unavailable for comment, and police say he is staying at an undisclosed location. The chief said discussions he had with city manager Howard Koenig had to do with updating him on the internal affairs investigation, and not to discuss whether Coel should be fired. Koenig told The Sun on Thursday that he wanted his role in the matter to be as an appeals process in case the employee disagrees with any decision rendered. Candidly, Lewis said he thought everybody was surprised by the expert's findings. That's really where it lays, Lewis said. At that point, where do you go from there? Do we terminate him after an expert in the field says, yeah, your policies, state law says, no problem? Email, galars@sun-herald.com.
Hey Charlotte County, this is Charlotte County COPWATCH, and as you just heard in the article that Punta Gorda Police Chief Tom Lewis making excuses for Lee Coel mauling a guy and then killing a lady, and making excuses for himself too, because like I told you in some earlier videos, I got people that say he should be charged with negligent homicide himself. Of course, Lee Cole should be manslaughter, and of course they should be sued into bankruptcy, period. But in this article you just heard that, as you see right in front of you, he blamed it on the dog instructor now. And so I Google searched it, and sure enough, this guy is right over here. Lakeland or something, you're going to see in one of the other ones. But here he is, Jeff Barrett. That's who they brought in to agree with them. You know, he said, you know, yeah, we didn't tell him to agree with it. Yeah, right. When you frickin' pay him that much money to come in to look at your crap, of course he's going to agree with you and say, yeah, what you did, you know, letting that dog maul the guy for having no light on his bicycle was totally fine. Right. I don't think a jury's going to say that. Are you going to say that? And if he thinks this is normal, this guy is a freaking psycho too and needs to be investigated. In fact, actually his contact information is here. Please let him know that he could be possibly sued now too, because he let a killer go, and now the killer killed. Because, you know, it's cops covering cops. As you see, he is an ex-cop. Now that he's making more money do this, because he already ripped off the public, he's already got his pay benefits, retirement, and so he keeps working and making more money and ripping off the public, saying that what the dogma was good. So unbelievable, man. This is who Chief Tom Lewis is blaming on, Jeff Barrett. Hey buddy, Jeffy, come here, let me get the mouse here. Jeffy, get ready for a lawsuit, you frickin' blue Nazi crap idiot prick. Anyways, here is the information. He was doing a workshop. It's already gone, but guess what? Who cares? So this already tells you he did a workshop over here. Look at that. He charged that per person. So that's per person. So you imagine the payoff money to get an okay that it was fine for him to maul the guy with no light on his bike. I bet that was what, $1,000, $1,500. It's hush money, payoff money. It's I'll sign off if you give me a crap load of money, because a thick blue line of corruption rules, man. So there you go, Jeffrey Barnett. There's a contact, 863-529-5113. Email Jeff Barrett, hitskn9.net. So there's your information. That's who Chief Tom Lewis is blaming it on now, because, you know, hey, it's his fault. That's why Lee Cole killed the guy, because if he would have said it was wrong, then we would have fired him and it would have never happened. Man, even Scott Weinberg, that's got this case on here, the lawyer that's going to sue them into freaking hell and bankruptcy, just, when I sent him this article, man, he freaked out, man. And he has every right to freak out. This is like bizarro world, the crap that's going on here. So I have to say, don't come to Charlotte County, don't come to Punta Gorda, because it is so corrupt, it's not even funny, man. But here's your information for the day, and yes, please contact, man, and tell him, hey, thanks for getting a lady killed, you dirtbag. What do you think?